How to make $1,000 in a week. Hey everyone, I need $1,000 in 1 week and have been going crazy thinking of what to do. Sold a few things, pawned stuff, running out of stuff to do. Anything quick that I could do, possibly online or something? I doubt it, but who knows, maybe you guys got some ideas. My husband and I have zero savings, though he makes a lot of money. If you read my older posts you will know more about my situation. So the question is there any way possible to make $1,000 in a week, and how? Go to Kinko's, print 1,000 flyers that read, "Have anything of value you want to sell. I will come take a pic, put it on Craigslist and or eBay, and we can split the proceeds. 50 or 50. Email me here or call, deliver said flyers to 1,000 nice houses in nice neighborhoods. You don't even have to buy the stuff and you make money. Invest $2,000 in the stock market. Come on, this is not a really smart question. There are hundreds of them in forums. You want to make $1,000 in 1 week? What skills can you provide? Can you design 2 websites? Can you write an ebook? Can you sell your skills on Elance or Guru? It's hard or near impossible to create a business and cash out in 1 week, especially with zero capital. Your best bet is to go on, invest $30 in a profile and bids and start taking some jobs. Or sell your stuff. Agree with Jack Edwards, place every kind of ad on Craigslist you can think for whatever skill you have. I hired someone off there who does it with any kind of car audio or alarm installs. He posts every single day and doesn't work for anyone, just out of his garage. How about cleaning yards or homes? You have been given quite a few ideas here. I am curious to see what you do. Would you mind updating us? As Pro suggested, connecting people or business for a brokerage fee can be an easy and fast lane way to make money. Somebody I know followed Robin Elliott's advice on setting up joint ventures, in this case not a sophisticated corporate JV, but simple JVs between or with businesses in your neighborhood, and claims to make approximately €150,000 a year, working less than 1 day a week. Unfortunately, I cannot give you detailed advice, since I never really bothered to get into that activity, but you can read something about it on the website of Elliott. I would do what you are interested in. I always have, and it's never work. Great idea. Speed Plus. Find something on Craigslist. An iPhone, a car, a watch, just pick something. Research this item like it is your day job, call up people, see if anything's sold. Know this item like the back of your hand. Then look for that item at a price that is so cheap where you just know you can sell it for more. If I told you I'd sell you a new iPhone 4 for $15, would you buy it to resell? I know that obvious, but seriously, buying and selling anything on any scale is exactly the same, and you can double your money sometimes. Get to work. I have not done this myself but have a friend who does it full time. If you can find someone who needs to sell their home quickly, and sell the lead to a real estate investor, you can make even $5,000 in 1 week. My friend puts up signs, and has a website, but you can also call for sale by owner ads or put up flyers everywhere you possibly can. To find investors you can call the ads in the paper, "We buy houses." My friend has leads come to her, but in your case you'd have to spend several days finding the houses and investors. But you can flip a contract and make $1,000 easy. She's made as much as $15,000 on some of her deals. I don't think you'll get there by reselling used phones off Craigslist at $15 or whatever. You need to go big. Good luck. I'm going to bet that he didn't try any of the suggestions. I'm optimistic. I know, we've been let down so many times in the past. But I have a good feeling about this one. Emergencies bring creativity. So, As of today, it's been a full week. Will we hear back? Read the bootstrapping thread. I think he said he was doing $17,000 or more simply helping a friend out. Buy low from distressed sellers, sell high. Hi everyone. Sorry I have been gone forever. My kids were sick with the flu and it seems as soon as one got better, the other got sick. We have also been moving all week, so it has been chaotic. I actually found some amazing things on Craigslist, took a lot of time and searching, even found a few awesome items in the free section. Didn't make a $1,000 in a week, but I did in 2 and made a bit more actually. Resold everything on eBay and doubled, with 2 items even tripled what I originally purchased for. I really needed the cash and that worked pretty well, but with kids I just don't have the time to do that every day. Lots of driving too, and oftentimes you need someone to go with you because you're not sure if it is safe, or half the time had to tow my kids with me. I am really interested in this. I wanted to work in real estate some years ago and I love looking at houses. It really motivates you to make something of yourself to one day be able to afford a nice house. This really sounds like something I could do, and I have a bit experience in real estate, not much, but can definitely read some books if needed. So if I find some people who are selling their homes on their own, how do I go about selling leads? Should I approach real estate investors or companies who buy houses for cash and flip them, and tell them, hey, if I find you houses, give me a %? That is really one of the things I am not sure how to go about, so if you can help me out, or maybe can direct me somewhere that has more info on how this works, that would be awesome. Thanks you guys so much. This forum has done wonders in my life and has taught me so much. Interesting. I was on job interview in that kind of company, so I know how to start, but what I don't know is how to find people that need to sell home quick. And how much I can cut from this by 5% of very sold. If for X home is for $100,000, I should sell it for $120,000, or not? Can anybody explain me this? That's great. You took action and you made a lot of money. That's the kind of examples I need to keep me motivated. Geez. Why do I need examples and don't I take friggin' action? How fast lane was this endeavor? Did you spend countless hours on scouring Craigslist, or was this really an effective way to spend your time? Do you mind sharing what type of items you have bought or sold? And one more thing. I'm a Dutch guy, so I'm rather unfamiliar with Craigslist. All I see is this $ugly site. That's the Craigslist? It looks like a poor version of eBay or the Dutch version, to me. Plus rep for you for not backing down. Dash. Lmao at the We Buy Ugly Houses Google ad. 1. Anyways, as hilarious as it may be, if you don't have the time to learn how to get into the real estate wholesaling biz as an active participant, and limited resources, so a lead gen website is out the question, you might want to look into making a few of those We Buy Ugly Houses signs and posting them in busy intersections if you determine breaking the law in this way is a risk they're willing to take, or by posting them wherever you can get permission. Be sure to stick with the neon backdrop and slightly sloppy handwriting to start, statistically proven to be more effective, and then tweak as needed. What works best for most may not work best for you. 2. Keep the Craigslist thing going since it seems to be working, but, in your spare time, look into the JV or deal brokering angle. Find a few services you know you can sell, set some sort of referral agreement up with a list of service providers, and make deals as they present themselves. Jenny down the block just said she needed a website made for her side business. Refer her to a web designer you have a deal with. You heard Tom was in need of a contractor to help with his basement project. Send someone his way and collect your finder's fee. Suggestions 1 and 2 have already been made, but those are a few of the better options available, and hopefully what I said in number 1 can help you get started in that area. This is golden advice. To the extent that I am now selling 6 to 7K in revenue a month in Amazon, eBay and my site. I'm going to do this. But 50% seems kind of steep. I was thinking around 25%. Is that reasonable? And not selling anything worth less than $100. Anything from $100, $500 I can get friends to sell, and I'll personally work on selling bigger, more expensive items. What about 60 or 40? This seems like a great idea, especially around the holidays. I think this thread should go on BC of its catchy title. Did somebody try out Jack Sadiv's, but with high price items like cars or even real estate? No. How did it work? The process or the results? Short summary: exhausted resources already around me. Selling things for friends or family, taking my percentage on each item, then mapped out wealthy neighborhoods, created flyers, delivered those flyers, sold rich people's crap, took my percentage, banked it. The cool thing about the wealthy generalization is that they know and seek out ways to outsource any and all low priority tasks. Example: drive around a middle class or lower middle class neighborhood on a nice day and you'll see homeowners outside mowing their lawns. Drive down an upper middle class or wealthy neighborhood and you'll see crews tending to the lawn or gardens. It's not so much a result of being privileged or whatever, more to do with the understanding of the value of time. At least that's my impression. Haha. Of course, if you enjoy the task then you'd be doing it, but why do something you don't want to do, if you have the resources to hire professionals? Same concept with the wealthy people I dealt with. Of course they could list all of their unwanted stuff online. But why not go golfing, sailing, drag racing, or whatever upper class old folks do and get other people to sell their crap for them? Didn't make much, maybe a few thousand in a month or two of doing that, but it got me to my goal at the time. The results. Thanks for your summary, sounds good. Thought about doing this a few months ago and now saw this by accident on here. Might try it out at some point if my internet ventures fail. You've got into contact with wealthy people. That's all that matters. No, I got off my ass, and accomplished my goal. That's all that matters. What is the process when you find a buyer? Do you meet them at the seller's house and collect payment or split proceeds, or do you collect payment and go pick up the item? Did you sell all those shoes? I am very interested in the selling leads. Can you please offer me some more information on that and how to start, or in other words who to talk to? I will be taking a 75-hour class to get my real estate license in mid-August. I have lots of time on my hands. I love driving around or searching internet finding deals and feel I would be very good at this. Also, I see it as potentially a good way to get to know the business if I plan to be the investor in the future. BTW I sell things 60 or 40. 50 or 50 sounds a little steep, but what were the results of asking 50 or 50? I would like to know. Keep in mind eBay or PayPal fees end up being 16 to 18% of the item's total value. So cash or outside eBay sale is best option for profitability in my opinion. I only unload inventory on eBay when I just want to get rid of it quickly to create cash flow. Thought I'd bump this thread since it appears number 1 at GOOGL3 for the search phrase how to make 1,000 in a week. My answer of course is mathematical: sell 100 items that have a 10 profit. I'm just curious to know if you managed to get your $1,000 as it's been almost 15 months since you posted this thread. Reread the first page of the thread. The answer is there. Just saw that thread. Thanks. I love this answer and I hate this question. Why sit here and ask about the process? Who cares, it will be different for you regardless. Just another way to sit around and do nothing asking questions like that. It would be a waste of time to even answer. Although the first reply is fine, I wish the first reply was how not to make $1,000 in 1 week. Find a forum and ask how to make 1,000 and spend hours waiting for a reply versus getting a life and doing something. I know she mentioned she tried some stuff, but come on. Lol. I actually just made over $1,000 this week alone in sales. Unfortunately, profit was about 50%, and each product sold between $8.67 $13.99. We'll make a thread later on how I did this using eBay and very little time, 10 minutes a day lol, and that was just a test run. I'm sure once I maximize inventory and scale my products will quadruple this easily. I was able to sell well over 100 of the same product in 1 week before I ran out of inventory, unfortunately. Yes, 10 minutes per day does make it sound easy, but a couple weeks before I started, I was actually strictly into the research mode. Supply and demand calculations, saturation analysis, competition, price margins, and for potential, I even creating algorithms. Yes, I said algorithms. I was doing too much, I know. So luckily for me, I can apply my method to a broad range of products. We'll be working on getting in 2 more products today and to scale up the inventory in order to increase my profit margins. Profits are only 50% because I purchased limited quantity. I figure I can get that number up to 65% easily. Applying a few tactics, this is just something I'm doing on the side to make a little extra cash. Nothing Fastlane. Still working on my Fastlane plans, which takes up most my time. So we'll be starting a thread later on my eBay progress. $500 a week for about an hour of work is pretty damn impressive if you ask me. That's $2,000 a month for 4 hours of work. That's income replacement and time infusion if I've ever seen it. You may have answered this already in a different post, but how did you resell the items? Craigslists, eBay, combination of both? Hello, here is about how can you make a $1,000 used in 1 week. Forex. I have been learning how to trade the currency market for about a year now. It is not easy, but anyone can try to make some good income trading currency market. See attachment for amount I made on few trades. Me and 3 friends set up a fundraiser in 3 small towns selling. Did only the 4 of you sell the donuts, or did you have the kids help sell a la Girl Scout cookie style? My friends each had a girl from the soccer team help hand them out. I was in the furthest town out and none of the girls would travel this far, so I had to hand them out myself. We sent 2 guys to St. Louis at 4 in the morning and they made it back by 6:30 a.m. on a Saturday. Even though I have to hand them out myself, I still sell close to $300 worth in a day's time each year, in a town of about 800 people. Tip: be aggressive and stand within a few hundred yards of prison guards going to work, also on cool days so the icing doesn't melt. Nice thing about them is you can sell them out of the back of your vehicle. We also once bought these heavy-duty trash bags in 3 different sizes. We cut holes in them and made my friends' 2 boys wear them like ponchos, go door to door and to the schools, taking orders. Filled orders 3 months later and profited $6,000. That's in a town of about 7,000 people. I would love to see the profit potential in a bigger town. Bring me 200 new customers every week and you'll get $1,000 check every week. Craigslist exclusively in that case. Wow, that's some great perspective for me. I tend to get into analysis paralysis mode, so honestly, even though I have quite a bit of Craigslist experience, I found myself wondering the same thing after reading Rich Kid's post. Now I know personally that I'm not looking for excuses to do nothing while acting like I'm trying to do something by asking tons of detailed questions related to the subject. But if I don't take some action and execute at some point, it has the same effect as if I never planned to do anything to begin with. Yikes. Conclusion: act on the information and plans I have. Figure out the rest as it comes along. My ACT professor said the other day that you only ever have an average of 2 or 3 of the total info you need to make a decision. Don't wait. A little twist I put on this old saying. So we all know that failing to plan is planning to fail. So what is planning and even more planning? Seems like it would be failing, since you're never doing anything you planned to do, and planning doesn't count as a plan. Testing this soon. Could use the extra dough to experiment with more ads, and have professional product pictures taken. Are you saying you would take advantage of this and use the extra money from selling things for people to experiment with ads, or that you could use the extra money from people selling things you own of value to fund more ads? Guessing the former. Nice, template BTW. Would it be overloading that page to list categories you deal with? When I see that page, I think of a few different categories, but one that does not jump out to me as being offered in that ad is vehicles. Maybe that's just me. Personally, I'd be willing to offer my services in selling vehicles, since they're more of my specialty anyways. Can you give some details on how much you made? How long did you do this? What were the best sellers? Sorry, I don't really remember what transpired 2 years ago. Best I can do is this.